Hi everyone! Today we're doing a tutorial on how to straighten super curly hair. You guys have seen in my other videos that I do have really curly hair, and every now and then I do like to straighten it. I wanted to show you guys how long it is compared to my curly hair. It gives it probably a good 2 inches because my hair is so curly. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into the tutorial. Now I do want to make note, I don't have makeup on. I didn't just get out of the shower, but I had finals this morning. I didn't feel the need to put on makeup because normally I don't have on makeup when I do my hair. So I hope you guys enjoy. Okay, so I know my hair looks like a hot mess right now, but this is what it looks like when it's completely dry with no product in it, no straightening, no curling, no nothing. It's very frizzy. My hair's really curly. I brushed it out so you can't tell how curly it is, but this is what it looks like when it just air dries. Normally what I would do is if I don't have time to air dry it, which I try and let it do because I know you guys are going to get mad at me, but I don't use a heat protectant. I don't straighten my hair that often, so I don't blow dry it that often either. In fact, when I do blow dry it, which is very seldom, because usually I have time to let it air dry, I use a Hello Kitty blow dryer, and I got this from Target years and years ago, probably when I was 15 or 16, and it's still kicking. So what I do is I just turn it on the warm setting here and on high, and I just take my paddle brush, which this one is just a Conair paddle brush that I got from Walmart, and I'll take a section of my hair and blow dry it out like that. And so usually when I blow dry it, it is a little bit more straight and less frizzy than when I let it air dry. And besides, on my way home from finals, I was going like this in the wind. I had the window down and was going like that so it could dry a little bit quicker. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, since my hair is really thick and fluffy, I have to separate it into 4 pieces. And what I do is I start with it just half up, half down. Put in as much hair as I can and just tie it. Okay, so I know I'm going to look kind of crazy for most of this video, but I want to show you guys exactly what I do, and this is what I do. Okay, so now that we have our hair separated, I'm going to take this bottom layer here and just separate it into 2 as equal pieces as I can get it, and just bring 1 on each side. And I'll just wrap this up and kind of wrap it around the hair that I have here so that it'll stay. I do use something to protect against my flat iron. Now the flat iron that I'm using is the titanium tools in the 2 inches, and this heat setting goes up to a 40, and I always use the highest heat setting. Now this flat iron I got from Sally Beauty Supply. It was $40 or $50, not that expensive. The protectant that I use on my hair is the Repair and Shine Sun Glitz, and this is something that I got from a beauty supply store a long time ago. There's hardly anything in it. I mean, I'm using the very last bits of it. Okay, so what I'm going to do with this is just put a little bit in my palm, barely a pea size amount, and then, I don't know if you guys can see how much I have there. So then I'm going to rub that in between my hand, and I apply it to each section of hair that I'm going to be straightening at each time. And I just really apply it mainly at the end. You don't want it too much in your roots because you don't want your hair to appear greasy. Although this doesn't really grease your hair up, it mainly what it does is just moistens it and protects it from the heat. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I'm taking about one inch sections. And the reason that I have to do that is because my hair, again, is so thick, it needs, you guys can see how much hair I'm taking here, it needs a little bit at a time to be able to get straight. Okay, so you guys know I love Hello Kitty, and this is proof. Here is my Hello Kitty brush. This is really old too, I've had it forever, but I find it works great when I'm straightening my hair. So I just comb through my hair, make sure there's no tangles or anything. I take my flat iron and get as close to my root as I possibly can. Okay, so I go down. You can kind of see the steam coming off of my hair. That's not damaging my hair. What it's doing is the serum that I put on it, that's making it heat up like that. So then I just take my brush and brush it through here and glide the straightener down my hair 3 or 4 times till I think that it's straight. And that's what it looks like. Grab another 1 inch section. and then clip it back up. Sometimes I really try and concentrate on my roots because nothing bothers me more than when you're looking through your straight hair later and you find a curly piece that you missed. And trust me, I've done that. So now we're just going to go up into the hair and take the other section out of here, and we're going to do the exact same thing. Okay, so now the back is completely done, the bottom half of my hair. It's completely straight, and I've put the product and brushed through it, and so it's done. Now, the hard part, the top part takes me a little bit longer than the bottom because it's a lot thicker. So we're going to go ahead and take that down. And then from here, what I do with this hair is I split it in half again. Separate it in two. Now, it doesn't have to be perfect. I know my part isn't perfect. I just need it kind of in two semi-equal halves. And then I just choose one that I want to do first. Then again, we're going to look crazy here for a little bit. Just twist this up in a big ball and put the hair tie back in it, just so it can stay out of your way while you're trying to straighten the other half of it. So here we're going to do the same process. We're going to take our product, and for the top part I put a little bit more in my palm. You can see I'm really out. I need to go buy some more. Okay, so we're going to take about that much now. I don't know if you can see it dripping down my hand. A little bit more than what we used before. Rub it between our hands and then just work it through our hair. A little bit on the roots, but mainly on the ends. Don't forget, because this is such a big section, you want to kind of divide it and put it in the middle and on the sides. I just feel with my fingers, you know, the best that I can. Sometimes I end up getting bigger chunks, sometimes I get smaller chunks. About a 1-inch section. And then this one we're going to twist up and tie on the other side there. Concentrate on that root and then drag it down. Go as slow as you possibly can. Don't be afraid by the smoke. It's just a serum protecting the hair. Some pieces on the top are going to take longer to straighten than others, and that's just because some of them dry better than others, and also some of them dry curly and some of them dry straight, depending on how I dried my hair. Sticking your hair out the window doesn't necessarily give it any structure. I don't know if you can see, but I have a lot of little baby hairs, and even they're curly, so I have to get super close. Okay. This, what I do is I really concentrate the heat at the top so that, I don't know if you guys can see, I'm just running it over my roots over and over and over again so that way it can really get close to those baby hairs. Okay, so as you can see, these little baby hairs, they're straight, but they stick straight out. So what I do to fix those is sometimes your hair just needs a little bit of playing with to do what you want it to do. And I just try and mess with them a little bit until they lay where I need them to. Then to take care of these bangs, since they are rather short, they're kind of like my baby hairs. They're hard to grasp. What I usually do is put a piece of straight hair in with it so I have a little bit more hold on it. I start at the root and concentrate, because my bangs are so thick, I concentrate at the root. Alright, so that's half my head done. I'm just going to brush through it quickly. As you can see, it's already a vast difference compared to this side. So I'm going to go ahead and work on this side, and I will come back and see you guys for the final look. Alright, so this is what it looks like when I'm all done. Normally I like to not wear it down the center. At least not right now. When my hair's a little bit longer, I like wearing it in the center, but look at these bangs. I can't wear it in the center like that. So normally what I do is I just push it all back and wear it to the side like this. Sometimes I make the part precise and I actually part it and separate it like that, but most of the time I just go like this because I love how when my hair's straight I can actually run my fingers through it. If you have curly hair, you understand you can't run your fingers through your curly hair. So I hope you guys enjoyed this and it helped you out a little bit. If you have really curly hair, I hope it helped you to get some tips and learn how to straighten it a little bit easier. It took me about 35 minutes today, so that's pretty good, not too bad. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any suggestions on tutorials or other videos that you guys would like me to do, please comment down below and let me know what you think. Alright, see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.